Hey, it's Rebecca Smith from the KBIA newsroom in Columbia, and it's time for Missouri Health Talks, a project where we listen in on Missourians' conversations about access to health care. Last month I traveled to the 6th annual MoMOM, or Missouri Mission of Mercy. This event is a once-a-year, 2-day dental clinic providing free care for anyone who's willing to wait in line. It's in a different place every year, and this year the event was held in Joplin. This week we hear from Brenda Nichols of Carl Junction, Missouri. Brenda's 68 years old, a 20-year survivor of breast cancer, and she lost her father in the 2011 tornado that decimated Joplin. She spoke about some of the difficulties she and her husband have faced getting care. Would you be able to get the necessary dental care you need without an event like this?
No, I went to a local place here and asked how much it would be to get my teeth cleaned. $200. I said, well, I won't be back. Thank you, but I won't be back, because that's just seems awful excessive, and we didn't have it. So you just keep brushing the teeth and hoping the filling doesn't fall out. That was getting close to falling out. So I wish my husband could have come, but he's not well. So here I am. I keep after my grandson, which he's good about it, but I say, go brush your teeth. He says, Nana. I said, no, not Nana. Go brush your teeth. So you have to teach them young, because it's so important. They're going to regret if they don't take care of them. And I've taken care of mine, and they still, because I haven't been able to go to the dentist, that's why they've gotten, like they are now. So, but luckily I've been able to save most of them. I pulled one of my own last year. No money to get it done. You do what you have to do. And my doctor said, you shouldn't have done that. I said, why? I said, I didn't have the money. She said, you needed an antibiotic. I said, well, you can give me one now. So, but it's tough. You wonder, how you're going to get that stuff taken care of. And like my husband took a fall. Well, it's blood pressure drops. I finally had to call the first responders to help me get him up after I drug him from the bathroom to the bedroom, but then he couldn't get in bed. I told him, do not send an ambulance. If he needs an ambulance, I will take him in the truck, because I can't afford another bill. And that's sad, because you're scared, you want them taken care of. But my husband and I are just determined we're going to help each other out as long as we can. Stay out of the home, because that's horrible. So you just do what you have to do when you're... I never dreamed we'd be like this in our older years. Never did I dream, but it's here. And we're dealing with it, but it's hard. Things are not like they should be, especially for the elderly. The elderly, my mama used to say someday there'd be legal euthanasia. It's here. It's called Medicare. It's called Medicare, because if I would need major surgery with my health issues, I wouldn't get it, because I'm too old. I'm 68 years old, but I wouldn't be worth saving, and that's sad. That's sick. We want to live too, but we need more people like we had during the tornado. They came from every place. They came from every place and helped, and that's what God wants us to do, help each other. And our president and the government needs to realize, they're up there with the big money. Come live in my house for a month. They'll see what the real world's like.
That was Brenda Nichols speaking about her struggles accessing health care at the 6th annual MoMOM in Joplin last month. That's it for this week's Missouri Health Talks. Tune in next week for more conversations from throughout the state about health and access. I'm Rebecca Smith. Thanks for listening.